Okay, what Guru Sahib does is, instead of listening to these people, Maharaj decides to build the Akaal Takht. Okay, Akaal Takht being, the Takht is a specific word used by the Mughal emperor. Okay, Takht means a throne. Dilli Takht pe baithegi aap Guru ki fauj. That Takht was the Dilli Takht. So the Dilli throne wasn't called the Dilli Raja, he was called the Takht. So they use the word, but they use Akaal, which is like an Indian word. So they combine the two, the Akaal Takht. Yeah, and what they do is, it's taller than the throne in Delhi. You know, like the height. They just by the physical building of it, they build it higher than the Delhi throne. Okay, and it's basically a throne of God. Where Maharaj sat there and they ruled from there. So then they now start to build up a kingdom within a kingdom. Okay. Also, the two Sikhs that helped them to make that is Babuda Ji and Bhai Gurdas Ji. Now before we start thinking, I'm not sure about the next 5 Gurus, yeah? Just imagine this. The very nephew of Guru Amar Das Ji, who had been one of the preachers appointed by Guru Amar Das Ji, who lived, with Guru Ram Das Ji, written the Bani that Guru Arjan Dev Ji was saying, that person is now helping to build this place because they know what Guru is. Yeah? He's describing Guru Sahib as Dalpanjan, Guru Surma, Vad Jodha, Bahuparupakari, that the great warrior Guru who is so powerful, and he is doing so much kirpa. Parupakar means to do kirpa, helping people. So he's still doing that, but he's just warrior. And then Baba Buddha Ji. Who is Baba Buddha Ji? Sikh of Guru Nanak. Yeah? 100 years old. He is the person that Guru Nanak Ji blessed, that you will always know me. Remember we talked about this, yeah? When Guru Arjan Angad Dev Ji went away, then Baba Buddha Ji found him. When Guru Amar Das Ji went away, Baba Buddha Ji found him. He'd been blessed, you will always know me. And he knew this is Guru Nanak now. Guru Nanak just changed, came as a sixth Guru. Okay? From the Akaal Takht, if you sit in Akaal Takht, it's at an angle from Harmandir Sahib. You know Harmandir Sahib is like a straight, yeah? But the Akaal Takht is not facing right opposite Harmandir, it's slightly at an angle. So if you sit inside Harmandir Sahib, as you look out across that pathway, you can't see Akaal Takht. Yeah, it's not there. But if you sit inside Akaal Takht Sahib, and you look out the window, you can see Harmandir Sahib. What that means is, when a political leader, okay, I think it's on the next slide, in worldly matters, you need the guidance of Vaheguru. Yeah? Harmandir Sahib. You need that spiritual guidance of God. But in spiritual matters, you don't need worldly guidance. Yeah? We don't need David Cameron and that lot to come and tell us how to read our part, how to do Nam Jap now. We don't need them. Yeah? But if a Sikh becomes a leader, a politician, then the Sikh must always keep an eye upon what Bani is saying. Okay? They take their guidance from there. They set up an army now. Sikhs would always come to Guru Sahib and give a peta or something. Now before it used to be flowers or food. Yeah? Maharaj now says, bring me horses, bring me weapons. Okay? So then Sikhs start to bring this. And what they do is they start telling Sikhs to become traders in horses. The thing is, horse trading is essentially what we might call now, trading in arms. Yeah? Because horses were like as important as having armies. Yeah? Even in Dabarsa Sriye, when Maharaj is talking about Kor Turang, Kurang Se Kudat, the fastest horses that can jump around like deers, who are so lively. Those are the kind of things that people wanted in their army. Okay? They have 300 horsemen, 60 gunners, 50 foot soldiers, and this is called the Akaal Sena. Okay, Sena means army. Now people get a bit scared about this word Sena, yeah, because there's the Shiv Sena, right? And they go, oh, that's a Hindu word, but that's not a Hindu word, yeah. It's just a word from India, okay, and it belongs to the Sikhs as much as anybody else. Okay. They wore blue. This was the flag. Now I just want to point out one thing. The current khanda that is everywhere, it's even on our flag, it's a recent thing. Okay? It was made in the I think probably about the 30s, 40s, 50s. It got developed. It's now, I know it's everywhere now, yeah, but it's a recent invention. Okay, it's not actually made by the gurus. This used to be our flag. Okay, if you can't see it properly, that's a qatar. That one here, it's a punch dagger. You hold on to it and you punch. Okay, so it's sharp at the end. It's a little bit fat at the end because it would be sharp. It would go in and it would open up. It's like armor piercing. So when you have chainmail on, it would go in and it would open that up. Or even a wound, it would open, and then it becomes like a knife at the sides. So then you could put it in and you could twist. But also, that's a tal on the top left, a shield, and you've got a kirpan. So the gurus, and you look at many old pictures, you will see this battle standard. Yeah, the sword, the shield, and the qatar. Okay, because you can actually hold the qatar and the shield in the same hand as well, and you can have a qatar and a kirpan in the same, because it's one of those things that you can put around. So very, very Guru Gobind Singh used one of their favorite weapons as well. We end up having our own flag, this miri piri, okay, the sword, shield, and the qatar, and they also, they had a fortress, okay, which is called Lohgad. They used to have a wrestling place right outside Harmandir Sahib called the Moola Khada, okay, and they would lot of kushti there. So the army would be the people that were the full-time soldiers. And what I mean full-time is they were employed, yeah. They left their job. They didn't do farming and come there in the evenings. They were full-time soldiers, yeah, and they trained, right. And Maharaj had this tradition then of having soldiers always around him, and they had this nagara. Nagara is that massive drum you see, Nagar Kirtans, yeah, that you beat with sticks. That's a royal thing again. So they got the Kalgi, they got a standing army, right? Just see, they got their own flag, they have a Nagara. What does this sound like? A king, kingdom within a kingdom, okay? And the Sikhs start to see themselves now in a new way, that we have our own kingdom, we have our own king, Sache Pasha. Effectively state within a state. Maharaj starts to administer justice now, okay? And he starts to run far off congregations as a ruler. So the system was already there, but they start to determine law as well. They also build political alliances, okay? This is the word used by Gurdas Ji, yeah? The Guru, vanquisher of armies, Dalapanjan, yeah? Guru Surma, Vada Jodha, very brave, Bhaparupkari, lots of good for other people. And this is what Bhai Gurdas Ji writes about this Guru. Earlier Gurus remained seated and taught others to be content. This Guru keeps dogs and goes hunting. Yeah. So Maharaj was they were like kind of a soldier type Guru. However, okay, Bhai Gurdas Ji carries on to write about Maharaj, but he goes, but he's still the same light. But many people couldn't see that. Yeah. People start getting a bit confused, like, oh, I don't know, this doesn't sound like a Guru to me. Yeah. But it's the same light.
People stray away from Sikhi, or did they just carry on but not as confidently?
No, more people come in. Sikhi grows. It's the opposite. Yeah? People, that newfound confidence that Maharaj is stepping up, Maharaj is their Guru for a long time. And the proof of that is what happens in Gwalior. And Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji goes away to Gwalior, and they're not there for a short period of time, it's a couple of years. The Sikhs are going there all the time to worship their Guru. Because he finishes off, doesn't he, with Bhaparupakari. The word Parupkar, I didn't know that, but I thought it was just doing good for other people. But Parupkar also means Kirpa. So they're doing a lot of Kirpa on people. So people still have that experience of Guru, okay, of the enlightenment of Guru. They dress royally. At one point, Swami Sat Ram Das Samrat, yeah, got a long name, yeah. He becomes the Guru of Shivji Maratha later on. This Swami laughs at Guru Sahib. He says, look at you. Are you supposed to be the descendant of Guru Nanak, the famous Guru? Look at you now on horses with these fine clothes on. You don't look like the descendant of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Much like we might think nowadays when we go to Gurdwara, we might look at our Guru with the lovely Takht. Yeah, we might think this is not needed. It's only a text. No, I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying that many people have this idea that it's only a book, right? But it's not. Okay. Maharaj reminds this Sat Ram Das Samrat. Maharaj says, look, I have inner renunciation. You see these things and they attract you. Because I see these things that don't attract me. Yeah, I renunciate inside, but on the outside, I live like this. Yeah, and they live in the world. And actually changed him, because Shivji Maratha wasn't actually a Tyagi either. That's his Guru, but he became a warrior as well. Okay.